I know. Not another podcast, but there's a reason for this because I'm Roland and I am a creative. And what we do as creatives is we solve problems. And what I've noticed is there is a gap in the podcast space, in the talking space for people who are creatives, who are entrepreneurs, who are in culture and are walking steadily in their faith because we are multi-dimensional people. And because we're multi-dimensional people, there are often times that we're only talking or only building or only growing or only being transparent in one lane. And we need to learn how to be full people that we were intended to be. So, before we get into all that, uh, this is a great place to film in, and you can film in here too because this episode is also sponsored by Journwell. And you can go online at journeywell.io and book your session here. They do it full stop, everything that you need from beginning to end. And you can be a podcaster like me too. So we want to shout out Journey for that. So the great thing about this problem is that a lot of people are in it and some people don't even know that they're in their problem. Let's talk about me. My background is IT. I started out at IBM working until suddenly one day I was let go of my job. And in that situation, sitting down with my supervisor, I found out that basically it was either her or me. And guess what? She chose her and she was going to choose herself every time. But that put a perspective for me. What if I had a family? What if I had people to provide for? I couldn't allow a situation like that, certain companies like that, to dictate my livelihood. And so, right then and there, God was already turning the wheels. Now, I've had a camera. I was doing some stuff at IBM. I was working 60, 70-hour weeks. I'm talking about, working a full work day and then you have to wake up at midnight to hop on an IT call, go back to sleep, wake up again for 6 a.m. for another call, and then got to pull a full day's worth with no overtime. But that is the world of IT. And so I had boxed myself in of what God could do for me and what He created into me for or by the insecurities I had for myself. Fast forward, we are here in 2025, and a lot of y'all know me as Roland Baker, the owner of Roller Vision, who was just also voted as best photographer for 225. And it took a lot of work. And there's a lot of work to do. But God has shown me a lot of things I've been able to do. The things that y'all seen now of me traveling back and forth from Colombia, from out of the country, working with tourism boards, that wasn't just my doing. God gave me those answers to put myself in position to have those opportunities. But I also had to prep to be there and prep to be ready so I didn't have to get ready. So, my faith with that, the burnout, being in culture to remain relevant for people and to solve their issues and their problems as well. But the great thing about this is always going to be a real and bold conversation every single time, every single time. And I can't wait for y'all to be on this journey. We have an amazing cast of people that's going to come on. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything that's raised us where we got to today, to down to the point of some hot takes that people are afraid to talk about as entrepreneurs when it comes to clients, when it comes to self-worth, where it comes to imposter syndrome. So look, if you haven't already, go ahead and interact with this. Like, comment, share. Because if I don't tell y'all to subscribe, you usually don't. But when I do, you do. So I appreciate that. And get ready as we continue this journey together. I can't wait to see y'all next time on The Real and Bold Show.